Good morning, everybody. I would say I'm a few minutes early. This Sean says hi all, hello. Davidson says hello, Dub. Hello, Davidson. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Dini says hey, Dub, and everyone. Girl Gamer, morning, Dub, and good luck, everyone. Good luck to you as well. Juxies, waving hello. Hello says hello all, wish you good luck. Rachel, morning, Dub. Hi, everyone. Mary NG, hello. Right now, I am in the daily challenge server. I just need to place down all my NFTs and I'll be good. And then I'll head over to the competition, which starts in about 8 minutes. Hopefully everybody's prepared and not confused about what we're going to make for the competition, which is going to be candlesticks. I fear that some people may still be confused on exactly what we're going to do. Oh yeah, both of these were in the guild library, that's why they're on cooldown. Let's see what else I remember to place down. Leveling, hello, welcome! See, I already placed down the water NFTs. Oh, I need to put down all the cream bots. Alright, yeah, might as well knock out the daily challenge before the competition starts. That way I won't have to do it afterwards. So I have a good design in mind for the competition. I think it should be very good, like top 10 potential. I would hope so. Because I did have to buy a freaking epic vanilla stand to get it to work in order to reach that high of a rate. So we'll see if it was worth it in the end. But by the sounds of it, it will probably be a top 10 build. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this on stream or on Discord, but the production rate gaps for people will be pretty big on this one. I think mostly because it depends on whether or not you have passive vanilla beans, but that's not the only thing really. It also depends on your wool production setup and your wax production setup. For the wax, it's the haunted maze zones that help out the most there. For wool, I guess it's if you have NFTs that help with wool production. That could be the sheep pen NFTs or legendary wheat stand with feed mill setup. Oaken Shield, good morning. Spartans also says good morning, Dub. Hello, Spartans. Homeboy, hey, Dub. Good day, good luck. Thank you. You as well, homeboy. Right, there we go. The epic vanilla stand also gives 10 town points, so might as well place that down. I think that's it. The other stuff is in either in guild library or it's on cooldown. On cooldown 10 more minutes? Is that so? I don't think that's true. Actually, yeah. Whatever. It's what, 17 town points? Nah, that's fine. I'll just go ahead and do it now. 4,600. Yeah. I don't want to wait 10 minutes. I don't want to go back to it. I'll probably forget. Alright. Done. I will... Yeah, let me back out and... maybe take a look at the no NFT build and then take a look at the what the biome looks like without... well, the starting biome. Hold on. 4 minutes. 28, hello. Joan, hi. This is the no NFT build. I already made the video about it. It came out better than expected. Was doing 20.7 per hour. In case you haven't seen it, I recommend you check out that video if you need any help or advice on how to do candlesticks. I was originally going to leave it at 17 per hour. I knew exactly what I needed to do to optimize it more by adding another pottery shop and forklift. That brought it up from 17 to 20 per hour. I didn't want to just settle at 17 per hour though. Whatever. Hopefully people find it helpful. But I probably did more than I had to for this. It was a little challenging, I'll admit. It wasn't the easiest no NFT build ever. So there's that at least. Like, it took me a couple revisions. Fama, welcome. Fama says hello all. Farmers Commander, good morning, Dub. Good morning to you, farmers. Jaco, hey. Hello there, Dub, what's up? Just in time for the competition. Just waiting on that. Gonna knock it out. Let's take a look at the starting biome too. Alright, so this is a starting biome. My plan is to do what do you call it? The wine, the Pinot Noir rush. There we go. It's been a while since I do it. That way I can get cash incredibly quickly. I should set up my... There's a rock here. Okay, I can set up my glass bottle rush right here. That way I won't have to delete the rock. Actually, no, I could probably delete the rock. Yeah, that's fine. I could delete the rock. I'll set up my glass rush here. The let's see. Table of appreciation stuff somewhere here. And then I'll need oak trees and regular trees, which would be over here, which is where I intend to have them. So yeah, I think that'll work. Wine rush. It's been a while since I've done wine rush. That way I can finish this very quickly. Mr. Chupa, welcome. Good competition, y'all. Eddie says good morning, good morning. Alexator, hello. Alexator. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly. Hello, Dub and everyone. Good luck with the competition. Rachel says that warehouse bug made it really hard to practice. That is true. I tried not to rely on it. I don't think I even need the big warehouse. Once I implemented it, it didn't really make a difference. But for some people, for sure, it will make a difference. Jaco says, what do you think 35 per hour will go in the rankings? Probably, if I had to guess, like top 400. I don't know if that would be enough for top 225. Kind of hard to tell. At the very least, top 400, maybe better. So it's hard to tell with the big gaps. Zihui Yin, welcome. Zbor says, good morning, good luck to you as well, Zbor. I'm wondering what your production rate is, but maybe we'll figure that out later. There you go, competition starting up. Dini says, good luck all. I'll set up a glass bottle rush first. I will ignore the rock for the start, that rock right there. But eventually, I'll remove it. Or I could probably sell a batch of gas and then remove it. Yeah, let me actually sell some of that gas. Dang it. Happens all the time. Incorrect placement. Okay. Whoops. Dang it. I either rotate it too much or I don't rotate it enough. Dubuka, hello, welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh, why did I do that? I keep making little mistakes. I hope they're just little mistakes and not big mistakes. It's just like 2-second time waste, that's not too bad. Okay. Dragon's gonna go there. For the time being, giant Christmas tree will go here. And the oopsie will go here. All right, turn this stuff on. I was gonna say it's raining pretty heavily, but I think it already stopped, or at least it calmed down. I'm almost out of cash. I need to sell some of this stuff. Wow. Okay, that's it's not exactly right. I forgot I still had the depot place, so it sold gas using the trade depot, but whatever. Okay. Right, got the birdhouses down. More importantly, I do need the skins. The Miranda skins. Oh, there we go. Whoop. Misclick. No metal or steel in this build. No, since they changed the craft requirements, you don't actually need steel. Oh, right, I mentioned this on Discord, or no, I probably mentioned it on stream on Friday. I basically had already finished practicing for the Candlesticks meta, but that was with the previous requirements. So that was kind of a waste of time, clearly. I still had fun doing it, and the experience probably does help out, right? But yeah, the craft requirements were not at all what they had told us. Five minutes, and I'm still working on Wine Rush. It's just that I need to place down some of these roads for later, so I don't get confused. Okay, so I can not steal, style in. It's going to be for the oak barrel production. Feels weird saying Townstar again. It's a good thing, right? It is a good thing. Low Stake Sauce also says, has there been an apology from the Townstar team? No, yeah, good luck getting an apology out of them. I'm not even gonna ask for what, but no. Okay, it should be able to start making the oak barrels. Oh, wrong one. Pinot Noir. It's been a while since I've done Glass Rush. Not Glass Rush, Wine Rush. I do Glass Rush all the time. It's a Wine Rush with the Tables of Appreciation and all that. It takes longer to set this up, but it does make cash way faster. So if I actually need like a good amount of cash, then this is a better strategy. This could be set up better, but this will do. I'm gonna need a storehouse for those, and well, I could put another storehouse here. That should work. 16 tables? Yeah, this lets me make 1,000 wine per hour. Pinot Noir specifically. It doesn't even have to be that pretty, it just works. I do have to have guided blades turned on though. And let me go ahead and turn on Great Woodlands. Did I already turn on Grand Oaks? I did, but I am better off putting the mistletoe arches to reduce their craft time. So this should get their craft time down to 2 seconds. Yep, 2 seconds. Insane. Faster than the legendary trees. Even though by default they have a higher base craft time than trees. I'll put this here for later. And I can see that I'm already making Pinot Noir. I'm gonna put that on auto sell. It took me 10 minutes to set this up very quickly. Not that one. Mostly because it's a desert biome, so there's not like a whole bunch of stuff blocking me off. All right, tavern. You think Wax Rush is worth it? For some people, yeah, but for most people, it probably isn't. Like, you would have to have enough passive energy NFTs to at least get a good start with it. Probably, if you own the Diamond Charge Station, you could make it work. And then you would also want the full set of Haunted Maze for the passive nectar and clay lumps. Oh yeah, I don't need the oil seep, so I get rid of that. Let's get rid of all this, actually. I just don't need any of that. I don't even need these roads. I don't need this. Yeah, just delete it all. Delete the whole thing. There we go. We got just our wine set up right now. And it's doing great. I'm gonna put the crane bots over here. Lazy DC, welcome to the stream. He says good day. I did put the tree farms down, but I forgot to put down the wood shed, my bad. And I'm gonna temporarily need an aquifer here and a couple of mills to make lumber with. Well, I'll need more lumberjacks too, I know that. So money is not going to be an issue at all now that Wine Rush is running. I need to completely focus on building everything as fast as I can, starting with all of the loggers since mine are busy with also collecting oak wood. I'll temporarily have lumberjacks here. I could place down Buddy the dog. It would make them 5% faster, but I honestly don't care about Buddy the dog. There we go. Oh. I still need to put down rose bushes, that is true. After I do this road setup, I'll do that. I'm gonna reset my production monitor as well, so I can get an accurate rate on the wine, but it should be 1,000 per hour. I'm using subgrid placement, so I always have some space at the ends over here to place down all my birdhouses and rose bushes. I might have to move that out. Oh, never mind. I don't. I already left the space here for this. Let me replace these. This spot right here is basically one long road. Oh, I can make more lumber now. Yeah. And I need to put the crane bots to work. 15 minutes in, 7 million cash. Let me also put down stars and stripes. So cash is even less of a problem now. Let's do those first. Place down Tesla coil to help with the energy. So on the north side over here, it's going to be my ceramic bowl production. That's why I'm placing down the Haunted Maze Zone 2s that give passive clay lumps, and the aquifers for the passive water drums. The aquifers will have their radius doubled because I have the diamond water pump placed down over here. And this is going to be I guess the biggest setup I've ever done for ceramic bowl production. Actually, that doesn't go there. That goes over here, right here. But with this setup that I'm building, I'm almost maximizing the amount of ceramic bowls I can make. I can actually make more than this, but like there's other things limiting me. It's not ceramic bowls that are limiting. It's I believe it's wool. Yeah, it is wool that's actually, well, that's not true. That's somewhat true, but it's vanilla beans that are limiting me. I'll hold off on the pottery shops. I would think for most people, vanilla beans are going to be the limiting factor, but it does depend. I guess. It depends on what NFTs you have, if any. Maze 1's going to be used for passive nectar on the beehives. The other two mazes, I just have them shoved in over here because I do need to place all of them down for the double radius effect. Okay. 900 per hour, that's fine. I'm not even worried about it. I'm actually supposed to have 7 of these mills making oak barrels. I only have 6 placed down. I'm sure that's plenty. But normally it does hit 1,000 per hour. Not that one. How fast do you guys think I'll finish this? Because so far it's going very well. Despite those little mistakes that only cost me a few seconds, it's going very well. Like, it's starting to feel like this might be the fastest finish yet. But who knows? "45 minutes? Well, we're 20 minutes in. So if your guess is correct, I would need to be halfway done. I'm not saying there's no way, it's just I kind of don't believe it. But maybe it is possible. Maybe I should slow down. I think I need more trees. I'm just not producing enough wood to build everything fast enough. I will actually move some of the crane bots over here. Some of these pottery shops will be the NFC version of it, so I can easily replace those. I'm also gonna move, well, should I? Maybe not. No, not yet. I'll move the lumber storage eventually. Because if I move it now, I think it'll slow down my lumber production. GM Horta says, is that a number 1 I see right in the upper side of the screen? That's right. Right now I'm number 1 thanks to the wine rush. I have a 100,000 star lead. Harry tries new things. Welcome to the stream. Hey everyone, nice lo-fi music. Thank you. Yeah. I like listening to this soundtrack while I stream, since it's copyright-free music. Normally, I do have my own playlist that I listen to, which is more electronic dance music, but can't listen to that on stream. What's missing on these? Wood? That's okay. I can turn like 2 of these off. There. I probably don't need all these oak trees. I'm not completely sure. 15 mil cash. I'm gonna have all the cash I need before I finish building like half of this at this rate, so... But I don't have any more legendary trees that I can put here. Oh, I know what to do. I'll take care of my gold production setup. I don't think the gold is an issue for anybody. Like it should take up the minimum amount of space possible. Like for me, I will have to place down my arcane earrings. And I have pot of gold for the passive gold ore. But I pretty much only need 1 green forge crafting gold, and that'll fulfill all my requirements. And I will be making a lot of candlesticks. So just 1 green forge for all that. It's not too difficult. Oh, I know the town hall. That actually helps with my tree craft time. Wood craft time. That's right. Gonna move these over here. I'll move over 1 more crane bot. That's not right. Yeah, that should be all the pottery shops, minus the NFT ones. Thankfully, they did fix the bug with the big warehouse, so I'll be using those. I don't even understand how that bug started in the first place. Like, they come up with some crazy stuff. Well, I mean, so when they added vanilla scented candle, like they added it to the list of stuff in the warehouse, right? But like, I guess for some reason, the big warehouse specifically, they added wood on accident or something. Like, strange, but all right. Like, I'm trying to make sense of it, but it just doesn't make sense. Like, not a mistake they should have made at all. Fabric plants for the wool yarn later on. Oh yeah, I'm missing a road. So Andula, they got wood and wax mixed up. I guess so. I mean, it was still storing wax. I'm pretty sure. But... Damn, I'm using everything. There's like, as soon as I craft wood and lumber, it gets taken up. This is fast. This is one of the fastest that I've ever built, I think. I do have to turn all those on. They'll probably clog up the warehouse space, but might as well turn them on now. I don't have graded ceramics turned on yet. Like, I haven't gone over all the effect cards. Just about 30 minutes into the competition now. I'm gonna stop using Stars and Stripes and Giant Christmas Tree. I don't even need them. I'm gonna chuck them into the guild library. Spartans, I know that you asked for the Stars and Stripes. I don't think anybody asked for the tree, so it's whoever wants to use it that's in my supporters guild. And I don't need Oopsie. I can get rid of all this. I don't even need the cash anymore. Oh yeah, delete the oak trees first so they can focus on wood production. Charge station is going to move closer to the fabric lamps. Gonna be using 4 ATVs. Yeah, Dini, you can use the giant Christmas tree. Alright, put some tree farms next to the mountain. On purpose, yep. Okay, I gotta move this over. Lumber production is going to be right here, right next to all of the trees. I am gonna move my lumber storage now to where it's supposed to go, which is over here, closer to where the beehives will be at. Whoops. All of you will be making lumber now. I keep rotating them instead of crafting. There. Yep. Actually, I don't need to build that one. We'll move the woodshed over here. That's kind of in the way right there. Big storehouse. Oh, it's right here. "35 minutes in." Bunch of stuff's getting built at the same time. Too much stuff to explain. Let me auto sell those bowls. Almost forgot about those. Let's do 30. I'm gonna start moving some of these trees over. So next to the mountain, I do have some trees here, but I'm going to place down a light circus so the shade will not negatively impact them. I also have legendary trees here because they have less than 5 water. They only need 1 passive water since they're the NFT version. I don't have water NFTs going over here. So there we go. They don't need more water to grow. It's very convenient. And they'll be close to the sheep pen setup. So it does help out there too. A legendary water tower is going to provide the passive water I need for these tree farms right here, as well as one of the sheep pens. Well, two of the sheep pens actually. Louis de Point, hello, welcome to the stream. We're rushing into this, finishing it as soon as possible. Getting top 10 for sure has gotta be. I'm pretty confident on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and turn all these on, even though I'm not crafting wool just yet. But yeah, I placed down the wheat stand. It's gonna give passive wheat for the 3 feed mills here. Some of the feed will go here, some of it will go here. Only these 3 sheep pens will need feed. All the other ones will not need feed because I'm using Nourish pens to provide passive feed to the brilliant sheep pens, which I'll showcase probably after I'm done building all this. That'll probably be the last thing I put down because once I put that down, it's going to consume wood because it's going to start crafting wool. One of the arts and decor shops are the NFT version, or is the NFT version. It's going to reduce the craft time of all the other arts and decor shops. I do have Lucy and Sparky placed down since it does help with the wool production. Turkey statue doubles my ATVs, so that right there is going to save me 4 spots since I have 4 ATVs. These should already all be turned on. I'm just double checking them. These 3 arts and decor shops are going to be the ones making Candlestick. The other 10 will be making the vanilla scented candles. "41 minutes in." Oh, Jaco, your guess was almost correct, but I'm not finishing this in 4 minutes. But I'm very close to. So I'm going to place down the entire spooky set. This will increase the movement speed of my beekeepers as well as my weavers in the fabric plants. What do these need? Wood? Okay. Honestly, well, no, I should be fine. Let me just turn one off. Let me turn 2 of them off, actually. Basically just missing wood. No, not wool storages. Jaco, done with my gold setup. Sweet. Gotta start building the whole thing. Yeah, that's the spirit. Yeah, have them facing the closest road. Or the feed throw. The throw. These things. This one's facing the road so it can get to it. Oh. And this one's facing this. Damn, I did. Yeah, I butchered that placement. Nourish pens provide 2 passive water and feed to the sheep pens directly adjacent to it. So if you have 2 of them like so next to 2 brilliant sheep pens, it'll make it so that they don't need any feed. So fully passive wool production. And if you have 4 of them like this, you can have 8 brilliant sheep pens that don't need any feed or water, they just need the wood. And then the sheep pens on the side over here, they require 2 less feed because 1 of the nourish pens is hitting them. So 6 feed instead of 8 feed. We're in the last stretch now. Already started wool yarn production, and I need to finish off wax production. Yeah, I'm almost done. That'll basically be it. Sheep pens are awesome. They are, yeah. Unfortunately, we don't get to use them that often. Like, and they're not as good as the Nourish barn setup for milk. But yeah, this is like the first meta that I truly use that setup for the wool. I don't think wool is used for enough things. Okay, so all these will be making wax. I believe I have to rotate them. I forget how many rotations. Okay, it's just 1 rotation. It should just be 1 rotation on each one. So be careful not to mess it up. "45 minutes into the competition. Jaco, your guess was so close. If I would have been a little bit faster, it would have been correct. Is that it? Never mind, Jacob. Maybe you were spot on. Oh gosh. Okay, turn this back on. So last thing I need is the vanilla stands and the pottery shops. So this setup works perfectly because I'm using 3 rare vanilla stands and 1 epic. The rare vanilla stands give 2 passive vanilla beans. The epic one gives 3. I'm using a subgrid placement thing here so that having 3 rares and 1 epic placed like this will allow all 10 of these arts and decor shops to have 5 passive vanilla beans. And as you can see, I'm already making vanilla scented candles. I am making feed for the extra wool. All of these should have been turned on already. I do need to stop energy production, or at the very least sell my energy. I'll try to sell the rest of the energy once I hit 25. Hopefully I don't forget to. And last thing I need to place down are the pottery shops and then do effect cards. That spot is not used at all. That's why I just have a crane bot there. But I think that's everything placed down. I'm gonna reset the production monitor again. Actually, I need to sell the energy at 25. Let me try to do this real quick. No silo since the vanilla beans are passive. What do I even need? Yeah, greatest ceramics, very important. Grain blaster, right? I'm actually making feed. Storehouse isn't that important. Garment specialist is. Right. And beekeeper, yes. I'm not using tractors. I believe that's it. Are arts and decor shops already on? No, art and decor shop. There we go. I almost forgot about that one because I didn't remember turning that on. I made one too much energy. Dang it. Is it gonna sell it? Okay. Where's that one energy? I don't want to have any energy. Actually, I forgot to place down the diamond warehouse, but like that's just an NFT I can place down right here. Great. We'll run it again. I'll make another 24 energy just so I can sell a batch of 25. That should be it though. 50 minutes to finish the build. I'm not gonna get an accurate rate in like 30 minutes, I think. Well, accurate enough. I'll need to leave it running for hours so I can actually see the accurate rate. But yeah, I'm sure we'll see. I'm sure we'll see it play out. Am I actually making these yet? Gold. There we go. I'm making gold now. Okay, so now I'll be making the candlesticks. There. It'll catch up. The rate will be kind of wrong at first, but it's fine. Yeah, the tavern does make a huge difference. I just hope I have everything turned on. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this sheep pen is negatively impacted by 130 because of this fabric plant. It's fine though, I decided to just keep it that way. I don't really have a solution to that. Like I could delete this and put down an orb of hope, but I think that'll negatively impact the wool production rate, so I just left it like that. It's fine. Like I said, that's not really my issue. My issue is vanilla beans. Believe it or not, despite this awesome setup that gives me 10 passive arts and decor shops with passive vanilla beans, it's not enough. Like I could go beyond that. And I had an idea for 11 arts and decor shops, but unfortunately it requires 2 of these and I'm not going to do that. If somebody was willing to like trade 2 rares for 1 epic, I definitely would have done that, but I don't think anybody's interested in doing that, which I understand because that would be kind of silly. Although that's kind of what they're worth. 2 rares for 1 epic. Jacob's just starting to pave the road first, so need 3 more hours to complete this. That sounds about right. 15 energy. Yeah, I'm still holding on to first. I am wondering who's gonna get the first sale on candlesticks. Right now I'm at 5 though. Well, I would assume it's anybody using like a trade depot or something that's gonna get the first sale. Speaking of which, I need to set this up. I'll put energy at 25 just in case I forget to turn that off and it's running the whole time. That would be horrible. 30. Whoa. At 30. Most of this stuff is at 30. Honestly, the gold can be lower. I overproduce gold. Doesn't matter. Lumber should be getting overproduced, so that won't be an issue. I can't remember if that overproduces. No, it doesn't. Wax does. Wool does not. Wool yarn, maybe it does. I think I put everything on there. It's not a whole lot of items. Alright, cool. I'm done with energy. There. Sold that batch of 25. John Mod, hello. Good day, Dub. Hope the day treat you well. Thank you, John Mod. Hope you're doing well as well. Well, I'm at 11 candlesticks, and so far, doesn't seem like anybody sold a batch. Well, your town's done? It's not even an hour. I know, it's crazy. You're right. It's not even an hour and I'm done. I can't believe it myself. This went by incredibly fast. It helped a lot that I did the wine rush. I haven't done that in a while. I knew I wanted to do it because it's a desert biome, like most of it is cleared. I feel like we haven't gotten a desert biome in months. But yeah, most of it was cleared right from the start, so it was easier to set up the wine rush. And I made cash very quickly with that, and it was just a matter of building everything. Not the fastest build I've done, but probably second or third. I'm trying to remember, but I think the fastest build I did was for a baguette competition, and that one was about 45 minutes. And most of that was windmills. That's why, like, if it's a windmill heavy meta, it's easier to build. I think that's why. Good freaking job, brothers. Just fabulous. Yeah. That build-up was satisfying to watch. Yeah, there you go. And well, now I wait for it to run, see how well it runs. The rate will be a little bit inflated because I have extra candles that I'm really not supposed to have. But that's probably a good thing. The wool rate right now, it looks correct. That is about the correct amount of wool and wool yarn it should be making. The wood, yeah, that's the right amount of wood. Well, Maybe it should be a little bit higher, actually. I'll have to look into the wood rate. Maybe it's a little bit higher. I don't think I'm missing anything with the trees. Yeah, 3 seconds. Somebody sold the batch. There we go. Really? Guillermo sold the first batch? Well, that's 10 candlesticks, so congrats. But I'm at 20, so I'll pass that up in just a moment. I might be the first person to sell a batch of 25. I just went to check how many of those epic vanilla stands sold. Seems like 30 of them sold. I bought number 8. So it must have been yesterday that some of the top players were starting to buy those because they realized they needed more vanilla beans. I'm pretty confident my rate will be top 10. Probably not top 5 though. I would imagine a player with top 5, which there's only a few people that can manage that, but more than likely they have 4 more brilliant sheep pens right here. They're still gonna need to make feed. Oh, maybe they actually have more nourish pens too. I guess it's possible. Yeah, actually. What you could do, you could have 2 more nourish pens, 2 more. Hell, what if they had double this set up? Maybe they have double this. So that's probably. I don't see a way that you could like increase the bowl and the wax setup much further than what I have. Like not by a whole lot. Planet Bob got me beat. There we go. By seconds, literally seconds, or maybe by a minute. I guess it hasn't updated. I already sold. I already sold the batch, but it takes a minute to update. Yeah, Planet Bob just jumped to 2.4 mil. He sold 25 candlesticks 1 minute sooner than I did, so he must have finished incredibly quickly too. The only reason I'm ahead of him now is because I did the wine rush. But yeah, I guess Planet Bob got me beat on the first one to sell a batch of 25. There you go. So close by a minute. But it's cool. I'm doing very good. So I haven't set the true production rate, but the real production rate should be about 160 candlesticks per hour. A little bit higher now because I had extra candles, and this rate is actually doesn't really make sense. It's like a little bit lower than it should be. This is correct. Wax is a little bit lower than it should be too. Maybe something should be rotated and I forgot to rotate it and I can't remember what it was. Lead by latency. Yeah, pretty much. Lumber should be a little bit higher. Let me... Let me check one of my screenshots. Jalisco, what do you stream? You buy that Star Dispensary? You should see the rankings now. I should have taken more pictures of my finished build. Oh, okay. It kind of looks like lumber is going down. So lumber is supposed to be closer to 2,000 per hour. I'm not exactly sure why it's at 1870 per hour. I have a thought. So I'm not using this spot. I could have a beekeeper all the way over there and hope that doesn't slow down my beekeepers. Remove this beekeeper, have the beehive here, and this can be a tree farm and it won't have any shade and it'll still have 5 passive water. That would actually increase my wood production rate even further, just in case there is an issue here, which there shouldn't be, but my lumber rate's going down and it's not supposed to be doing that. So I'm willing to make that change because I don't see any downside other than maybe my beekeepers falling asleep, but they and I might have one too many beekeepers. That probably is true. Like sometimes they will go to sleep. But I rather have extra beekeepers, because sometimes they do have to move all the way over here to pick up the ceramic bowls. I guess maybe it wouldn't be that bad of an idea to have one here. I don't, Jalisco, I don't like talk about crypto specifically when I stream. I'm more of like making guides and playing games kind of streamer. So it is Web3 games, but I don't have much to say about the crypto side. Dharma, there shouldn't be an issue. The most the common town star last word ever. Right. We know how that went with the whole honeycomb glue situation last time. I'm gonna reset it again before I make any changes, like 5 or 10 more minutes. I want to see if the wood production rate is exactly the same, but I can tell that lumber's going down, so I'm gonna run out of time eventually. Like if I leave this running for an hour, I'll run out of lumber. it will still do very good, but it will reduce my rate by a few. And I don't want it reduced by anything. Yeah, that would be a nice adjustment that I didn't even realize. Yeah, move beehive here, tree farm here, beekeeper here. I can't put a pottery shop here because it's one dirty from this fabric plant. Well, unless it's the NFT version of the pottery shop, then I suppose I could. But I didn't need to do that because ceramic bowls isn't the issue. I should already be producing all the ceramic bowls that I need to make this work. I should be. Assuming they're all turned on. Wait a minute. What if one of my lumber mills is bugged? I just thought of that. Yeah, I just remembered. What if... So, this has happened before, right? It's happened before where... Well, maybe not on stream. I don't remember. But it's happened before where the lumber mill will get stuck at 4 out of 5 wood. And I've seen some people mention this before, but I've also noticed it. Lumber mill gets stuck, it stops making lumber. The ways to fix it is... I think the best way is to actually refresh the game. The other way is to turn it off and turn it back on, but from what I remember, it gets stuck again if you do that. So as you can see clearly, I found the issue. The issue is that this lumber mill is stuck at 4 out of 5 wood. So I'm actually only using 5 lumber mills right now. That's why I'm not making enough lumber. That's why my lumber rate is going down. Found a problem. It's a bug, yes. Yeah, Jacob, it's a bug. Yeah, I get that too. Won't happen on auto. It seems I have to refresh. Yeah, in offline mode, as far as I could tell, that it hasn't been an issue. But it happens sometimes when you're online. O-Town and Perriman's gonna catch up pretty soon. So there we go. Back to main menu and back to game is a workaround. Yep. Wood rate's about the same. It's only a 3-minute test, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. I can still do that adjustment, but like I should already be overproducing lumber. If I'm overproducing lumber, there's no reason for me to do that adjustment to get one more tree farm. Because it might mess something else up. It shouldn't be an issue. There you go, there was an issue. When something doesn't work as expected, yeah, there's probably a bug like that. So there we go, it started crafting lumber. Leave it running for another couple of minutes. See if the lumber goes back up. Feed will always be overproducing, so these two should pretty much always be full. That way these 2 sheep pens always go to this one. This sheep pen always goes to this one. I guess I could get rid of the crane bot. Sold my second batch of candles. So did O-Town and Perriman. Which streaming platform are you using, bro? I use Streamlabs. Okay. Oh, is that so? Let me check something on the visualizer. Okay. What do you think of OBS? I don't think I ever used it. I've seen videos on it. I can't really give you my opinion on it though. I've been using Streamlabs and it works well. Setup looks good, thank you. I could improve it, I haven't really bothered. It works. Like I never changed the emoticon that pops up when somebody becomes a member or follows me on Twitch or something. I think it's the default one. I don't even mess with that. Maybe one day I'll mess with it. Streamlabs is the one I use, Jalisco. So somebody pointed out in the Townstar Planner, art and decor shops are not actually calculating the correct build cost. With that in mind, the build cost should actually be lower. The build cost that I mentioned in the no NFT required build showcase should actually be lower. Arts and decor shops are displaying as a 1.5 million build cost in the visualizer. It should only be 400,000. So keep that in mind. It's overpricing the arts and decor shops on the visualizer by 1 mil. You will more than likely need a little bit less cash than you think you need. So like in terms of the no NFT build, it's actually about 5.5 million cheaper than what it said. And I actually thought I needed way more cash than what I needed, so the visualizer was telling me, and I mean it's fine. Sometimes mistakes happen, right? I'm still really glad that this visualizer is here and it works. But the visualizer was telling me 31 million total build cost. In reality, and that's not counting my NFTs, by the way. But in reality, it should have been about 17 million. Yeah, so it's showing me 31 million. It should have actually been 17 million. That's why I ended up with so much more cash. So to be honest, I did not have to do the wine rush. Yes, it still allowed me to finish the build faster. That's true. Even at a 17 million build cost, I got the cash incredibly quickly. It did help. I do think it still helped. But I didn't really need to do it. I could have just done Glass Rush for the whole hour, and I still would have gotten all the cash that I needed. Maybe just would have taken a couple more minutes to finish. Maybe. But yeah, I see that. And I'm sure that the editor is aware. Thank you, Mr. Trupa. Yeah, if anybody is in the supporters guild that's watching, you can borrow the natural energy plant. Yeah, I let people borrow those since most of the time I have the passive energy that I need to instantly build stuff, or I could just use the Tesla coil to craft energy with. Take a look at production monitor again. It does seem like lumber is going up a little bit, right? It was like at 50, now it's at 60. Lumber rate is close to 2,000, that's right. Vanilla scented candle has the correct rates. Should be at least 480. Wax went up. Bowls is correct. Everything looks correct except for the candle sticks, but that'll take a while to adjust. It's working great now. Works as expected. I'll keep running it. Continue to see the lumber rate go up. I'm not going to make any adjustments. I know I can make one to get one more tree farm, but that's not going to improve the actual candlestick rate. I'm overproducing wax and wool yarn, as you can see. It's I basically don't have enough argent decor shops crafting candlesticks. That's what's limiting me. And if I were to add another one, it would need vanilla beans. Which means, I mean, there's... I could do it, I just really don't want to. That's the thing. This can be an argent decor shop with 3 vanilla beans, right? I don't think I could do it over here. No. No, I can't. No, it would have to be... It would have to be this one. Actually, let me see. 4. Oh, okay. Oh, but that would screw up this. No. Sorry, I'm just thinking to myself now, because I hope I don't give myself any ideas. I don't think I will. There is a way where I can build an argent decor shop and it would have 4 passive vanilla beans right here. So you can see 4. Paved road would have to be moved here. Beekeeper moved here. The dogs can move over here. So if it's 4 passive vanilla beans, I need 1 vanilla bean field and 1 silo and 1 tractor. That's 3 spots. 3 spots that I don't believe I can afford. No, I pretty much cannot reduce any of these beehives or pottery shops. I'm using just about all of it. But there's 1 spot I can afford, but that would be to move the beekeeper, right? So that wouldn't be like a spot I can use, because I would need to build another arts and decor shop. So in order for that to work, I need 3 or 4 spots. Vanilla bean field, silo, tractor. 3 spots. I can't afford to even get rid of a tree farm. Might be able to get rid of a road, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm actually not sure about that. Like, no, because then it would probably screw up my my wool rate. It's a cool idea, but it won't work. I don't have enough space. All right. Yeah, let me just stop thinking about that. Let me just enjoy my rate. Hopefully everybody's doing well on their own competition build or your cash rush strategy. What rates are people planning to get here? Like, what production rate did you get in practice, if you did practice, that is? Or are you planning to use my no NFT build showcase to do this competition? It's okay if you are, no problem. And I hope you can make more than the 20 per hour that I was making. $77 seems very high. Would it be enough for top 50? Oh, speaking of which, well, I think we already had this conversation on Discord, but I think Eddie, you said you didn't get the top 50 prize, right? But Tantrum was supposed to get top 25, but for some reason he got disconnected near the end of the competition, and it didn't show him on the leaderboard when it ended. So he contacted support, and he did say he got paid out for top 25, so they probably adjusted the leaderboard there, which is, I guess, unfortunate if it said you got 50, but then you ended up getting 51st, right? Jarmon says, since I don't have many items, I aim for top 500. Makes sense. Hopefully top 49 this time to be safe, yeah. Hopefully. Jarmon says, rate is just, has to be good enough, right? Jaco was able to get to 42 an hour out from your no NFT. Sweet. Dini, use your build as a guide. All right. Eddie, yeah, unfortunate, but it was never my spot. Yeah, that's true. It sucks that we can't trust the leaderboard. I tell people, you can't really trust the leaderboard until the end of the competition, but not even that is true in this case. Sometimes you can't even trust the leaderboard at all, not even at the end of the competition. That sucks because of the bugs they have on the leaderboard. One big thing they need to fix, but I don't think it should be their priority right now. All the quality of life stuff that we hope they get to as soon as they're done with their freaking rehaul of the inventory and the what you call it, the token, the actual token, soil or whatever the heck is going to be called, town 2.0. Yes, Andula, it showed him as 50th, but it took Tantrum out of the leaderboard. Like, well, it showed him as 0 points, but even though he had more points than that, obviously. And apparently that seems to happen even if you get disconnected on the very last 2 minutes. Like, even if you don't log back in, you get disconnected in the last 1 or 2 minutes. That apparently screws you up anyways on the leaderboard, which sucks. It was a good idea that he submitted a ticket just in case, because if he didn't submit a ticket, there might have been the chance that they just didn't give him the reward. Who knows, right? Better safe than sorry. Jarnmount says, I always got disconnected the last 1 hour before comp ends. Do be careful. Yeah, and I've noticed that more often now. Like at the last hour, I get disconnected too. But not in the last couple minutes, just like in the last hour, it's just suddenly get disconnected. Maybe too many people were fast forwarding or something. That was the same meta? I believe so. I got passed up. Yep. If I had to guess, maybe he's making like 200 per hour. Oh, maybe Paramin's watching the stream. I know sometimes he watches, so. What's up, Paramin? You're doing very good. As usual. That would probably be the biggest rate I could foresee being possible. 200 per hour, but like I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen like the first place build. Like you would imagine everything is an NFT. All the pottery shops are NFTs. Probably 15 art and decor shop NFTs, maybe. That'd be pretty silly, but I wouldn't put it past them or anybody in the top 3 or something. Fabric plant NFTs, that's right. The ones that suck They probably still have those too. I'm not a fan of Fabric Plant Shop NFTs. I feel like those should have gotten a buff a long ass time ago. I used to have some that I pretty much got them for free. I was trying to sell them for somebody else, but they gave them to me. I ended up just selling them anyways. Because I don't think they were that good. Talking about possible that a lot of people suddenly rush in. For me, time zone is GMT +7. It's always at the 10:55 precisely, 1 hour 5 minutes. Has been so for the last 3 competitions, right? NFT Town or NF Town. Yeah, maybe a bunch of Beehive NFTs too, though I also think those suck. So like when they announced the details for the Candlestick meta and it was completely wrong, right? Like it was the old craft requirements and then they announced the Vanilla Bean stand, the epic one. Like everybody was like so confused, like what's the point? Nobody's gonna buy the stand because you don't absolutely need vanilla since you need steel and all that stuff. Hopefully I don't confuse people. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, those craft requirements were wrong. Apparently you do need vanilla. Oh, now it makes sense. Look at that. Now it makes sense. Now we're gonna be skeptical. Every time they release an NFT, it's because they want to sell it, right? This one's also a bit controversial, like many other NFTs. It's a higher rarity of the rare vanilla bean stand. It doesn't have any other utility. It's 3 passive vanilla beans. It's only $50 more, and it also gives 10 town points, so it basically makes no sense to buy the rare vanilla bean stand anymore. Thankfully, when I bought them, they were on sale. They were not regular price. It would have sucked even more if I had bought them regular price, I think. But on sale price, it's basically like 2 of them for the price of 1. So technically, it is higher utility to have 2 rares versus 1 epic, depending on what you're trying to accomplish. But still, more vanilla bean stand. So there could be a legendary vanilla bean stand next year. It's possible. There could be lower rarities of other stands. There could be an epic Valentine stand or a rare Valentine stand for passive strawberries. Possible. It's lazy, but I guess the artwork is different at least. I also do believe that this new Townstar team will probably come out with the Apple stand, which they already have done. I know they have it done. It's like a shelved NFT basically. So the next time we get a meta that involves apples, they will probably sell the Apple stand. And that's gonna suck so bad for all the people that bought the golden apple trees, the ones that craft apples at a quarter of the craft time. Although they're very good for that purpose, passive apples will completely defeat that purpose. And actually, the apple stand is one that even I would buy for sure, because apples are terrible to craft, just like vanilla. Like to be a very competitive player and get a high ranking and have a very efficient rate, yeah, you would want passive apples. Otherwise, you use a bunch of pawns or water NFTs. Don't give Gala idea, Dub. I'm sure they have their own ideas. And I'm only speculating. I could give them ideas. I've talked about the Beehive NFT before, not the one they released that's terrible. They should have released the Beehive that did not require lumber. Or at least required 1 less lumber. If they released an NFT for beekeepers, that would sell easily. I'm not the only one that said this. There's other people that have said it on the Discord, so that's why I'm also saying it. Like, it's true. The NFT that they released last week for the stationery shop, the little easel, that one kind of sucks. if they would have done that for the beekeepers instead, that would have been amazing. So they missed the mark on that. Maybe it would have been too powerful. I don't know. I don't think so though. The turkey statue is an amazing NFT to have. We don't use ATVs all the time though, but like whenever we do, turkey statue helps out a lot. Jarmod says, I forgot if we've talked about that yet, but you do day job dub. How's that going lately? I pretty much do this as a part-time job, the streaming stuff. Other than that, I do help my dad with his company in terms of invoicing clients, which is also kind of like a part-time job. So I don't actually have full-time work right now. Shoot, I forgot to get a water bottle. I'm thankful that I still have the opportunity to do this, to stream and make content, guides for people, work on the Townstar playbook. And that's thanks to people supporting me on Patreon, YouTube membership, or even watching my videos. It really helps a lot. Thank you to all the supporters out there. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be able to dedicate as much time doing this. Like, I would still definitely play the game. I probably still would stream it, to be honest. Like, I like hanging out with the community and talking to you all. But I probably wouldn't have enough time to also work on no NFT builds and videos for those, or even keep up with updating the playbook as much as I do. Like recently, I spent a little bit more spare time updating the Townstar playbook and the bot, and I'm like super proud of that and working on that, and happy to see that it helps people out. But all of that takes time. Right, and thanks to people's support, I'm able to do that. Drama, you have no idea how much you carry Gala Game Dub without you doing this. I did not be playing him that much. Yeah, I've heard people say that too. Yeah, I appreciate those words. I really would like to see Gala do more marketing or even support content creators, which they do not support content creators at all right now, at least from my point of view. It would be awesome if they did. So they're going to come out with a new light paper for the whole soil thing, I'm sure, right? But the last light paper that they came out with did have something that said like 10% of the soil would go towards some kind of referral program. And yeah, if I was able to start referring new players to play the game, and I would collect some portion of soil with that, and like hopefully soil has some value, then there would be some more incentive to do so, right? Probably not much, but like there would be something out of that. But we'll see if that's even the case. They could have completely changed that concept. It has been a few years, right? I started playing Townstar at the end of 2021, though I did not actually start competing till May Mayhem of 2022, basically. Like, people nowadays, they start playing and competing like the same week or even the next week. I played for a couple months before I started competing. Like, I actually did designs and practice for fun. John Mod says, to the point that I'd go on a riot if one day Gala has an airdrop for content creator and you don't get one. Yeah, that's right. I think they're strapped for cash. I mean, they just got out of the crypto bear and there's no alt season. That is one way to look at it. I don't actually believe that they're strapped for cash, but if you consider the fact that they laid off like community managers, right, or maybe even some devs, it appears that way. But I don't actually believe they're strapped for cash. If anything, they do want more cash, but I don't think they're low on it. But that's my opinion. I can leak this with everyone, right? Do I have your permission? It kind of sucks, if I'm being honest. The NFT, that is, the new one. Low stakes slots, do you know what happened to the court case that was happening? No, I would suggest... Well, if I'm being honest, I haven't seen Wookie's videos in a while. I'm not sure if he still covers it, but I would suggest checking out Dr. Wookie's channel, because he does a good job covering the lawsuits. But I have no idea, to be honest. I don't know if the case is still going on. I do believe there's they reopened the case that has to do with spider tanks, if that's what you're referring to. But maybe you're referring to the one with Thurston, I think, and Eric. John Mott says, interesting take coming from you. I will consider it highly. I make quite a bit running Future Shortbot, the biggest maker, and GameFi and old DAO. Okay. Ooh, jump back to... We're just battling this out until somebody goes offline. I'm gonna show you guys next week's NFT so you don't buy it. I mean, so you know what it does. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, no problem. This is what it looks like. What do you think it does before I reveal what it does? Or maybe some of you already searched it up. Artwork wise, it looks very nice. Yes, that's true. It looks beautiful. Valentine's Day heart with roses. Very cool. On the pillar. Now, what do you think it does? Do you think it does something amazing? It does look pretty. Yeah, it really does. A lot of NFTs look good art-wise, but that one looks pretty. It looks like something you see in a microscope. What? Speed up walking speed? No. Although if it did do that, then I'd assure you people would buy it, but no. It does look really cool, yeah. Do any of you happen to have the Galaverse 2021 NFT? What does that one do? You said don't buy it, so yeah. No, actually, at least according to the leak, it's not passive strawberries. Out of guesses? Hold on, I'm looking at the playbook first and then I'll tell you guys. I don't actually own the Galaverse NFT. But if somebody here owns it, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't it reduce the wages of all the workers by 30% or 20%? Oh, that's that's the second Galaverse NFT, right? That's the Galaverse in the Mediterranean Sea. Okay. Buy a Galaverse instead. There you go. 20%. Is that true, O-Town? Like, are those numbers correct? I don't own one. That's why I'm asking. O-Town already knows what it is, but so according to the leak, this NFT will reduce the wages of all your workers by 25%. This is according to the official description on chain. 25% reduction to wages. And 20 town points. It's unstackable with itself. All right, 25% wage reduction. Wages are not an issue in most cases. It's not worth buying stuff that only reduces wages, in my opinion. Right? So that's why I say the utility is garbage. That's unfortunate because the NFT looks beautiful, but the utility is garbage. My opinion. Rarely ever find any use on that buff. Exactly. And let's see that you have bought or won. What did you mean by that? The one I just showed on screen? Nobody owns that one yet. And they're gonna sell it. So nobody's gonna win that one for free, I guess. So yeah, the new NFT, I'm not exactly sure what it's called. Flourish Heart or something. 25% reduction to wages by the sounds of it. So I don't actually own Mediterranean Sea, but according to the description here, and O-Town confirmed it, maybe he owns one, but it gives a 30% wage reduction. This does take up a whole spot in it. It does have to be placed on the edge, I think. Actually, is that true, O-Town? Does this have to be placed at the edge of your town? On an open world edge? Can you confirm that for me? I don't actually know that. But yeah, Mediterranean Sea gives 30% reduction to build cost. No, sorry, not build cost. 30% reduction to wages. The new NFT only gives 25% reduction. It is possible that the new NFT probably does take up less space. That's probably true. I don't know that yet. The description doesn't say that. Yeah, open world, one full space. Okay, open world. Thanks for confirming that. I actually never put that on here. I'm pretty sure that's the same case for the both Galaverse NFTs. One full space, right? Open world, and that should update automatically. Oh, there you go. Open world. There we go. Actually, I did have this correct, like the visualizer. It is next to the open world. I just never put that on the actual edge requirement. That's funny. There we go. I only use it during rush half the time if I remember. Yeah, if you remember. Okay. Sorry, I keep forgetting the point of what I'm gonna say, but the Galaverse in the Mediterranean Sea already reduces wages more. So also Stars and Stripes, right? I was just using Stars and Stripes. I do believe it's a great NFT to have. Not only does it reduce the build costs by 30%, so everything on the store is cheaper. That saves you a lot of money, so you can finish your build faster. It also reduces wages by 30%, so it has two effects, and it only takes up a quarter of a space. In addition to that, it also removes one shade, although this effect is very almost not useful in many situations. There's only very few situations where you want to only remove one shade. If you have a windmill with one shade and you just need one shade removed, that's great. I assure you, most people that own Stars and Stripes already own Light Circus, so they're not going to use that for this utility. This isn't like a must-get NFT, not at all. Light Circus is better, but it will help you finish your builds faster with the reduced build costs and wages. So yeah, this reduces wages by 30%. That's more than the new NFC they're going to come out with which is only 25%. You could have both of these and they would stack, but why? Like, you don't need that much wage reduction unless they change something up, like low stakes slots said. Unless they come out with some new meta that has insane wages beyond our comprehension. I can't even say it. Like what, 1 million per minute? Cool Rhino says increases the amount you have to spend on your significant other. If that truly is a utility, that's pretty disappointing. But then again, I don't see any reason to buy it, so that's cool. That's good, yeah. Sure, I'll take a screenshot of this since everybody else is doing it in the that one guild. Oh crap. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I'll take the screenshot at the right time. We're all taking turns. Alex says, by the way, the Mediterranean Sea effect on the wage is stackable for some reason. That is true. I was going to mention that. That's been discussed before, Alex. That effect is stackable. I don't believe that's a bug. That is intended. That's the way they made the utility at first. So you can actually have like 5 of them and constantly get 30% wage reductions multiplicatively, if I'm not mistaken. So if you have 4 of them, it doesn't mean your wages are 0. It means your wages are reduced by 30%, 4 times multiplicatively. At the top of my head, that's about 75% reduction in wages if you have 4 of them. And they also give town points, I guess. That's why some people own multiple of those. How much do those even cost? I don't have one, and honestly, I have no intention of getting one. But I'm sure there's a lot of them out there. Damn, they're like $90. That's cheaper than I thought it would be, honestly. $83. And that's below average, actually. Average is about $100. 89, 98, that was just a couple days ago. 98, 100, 106. What the heck was this? I mean, $65 for that. That's awesome. That's 123, 124. Yeah, this NFT is worth about $100. Somebody is selling it for 83. I guess if you were interested in getting one, that's actually below market price right now. I don't believe the wage reduction utility is not that useful by itself. I guess if you care about town points, that would be a decent thing to pick up. But I'm already good on town points. You play other game stuff? Yeah, not a whole lot of other games, but I do. I still play Call of Duty Black Ops 6, mostly for the zombies. And then usually when I play that, I play with my sister since she also likes playing Call of Duty Zombies. It's like a game we played since Black Ops 2 came out, so like for many years now. I almost never play multiplayer, and to be honest, I just never do the campaign on those games. Like, I can't remember the last Call of Duty I even did the campaign. I don't think I ever finished them. I mostly just get them for the zombies. I'm just a fan of that game mode. And I almost 100% completed all the challenges. I've been at 99% completion for like the past 2 months. There's like 2 calling cards that I just haven't finished that I could knock out in a couple hours, but I can't be bothered. I stopped at 99% completion. That's silly. But I'll finish it at one point. Right now, I've been kind of addicted to playing Balatro. I bought the game like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I don't know if any of you play Balatro, but it's really fun. It's like a poker roguelike. If you're not a fan of poker or like even any kind of gambling, you're not gonna like the game. But if you are a fan of those things, yeah, you probably enjoy it. I'm trying to beat every deck on gold stake difficulty, and I've done like maybe there's what, like maybe 14 decks, I'm not sure, and I've gold staked 6 of them, so I'm like almost halfway, something like that. But it's very fun. Balatro. I can type it in the chat. Balatro. I think it's like 15 bucks on whoops. But whatever, I typed it correctly. Minus the bracket. It's like 15 bucks on Steam. I think it's on mobile too for $10. I believe so. That's what I saw. I don't play it on mobile though. Alex says I have 14 of them and the wages are almost 0. That's insane. Yeah, 14 of them. Though you wouldn't use them in the competition. There's no way you would use 14 of them, but in some situations you could probably use 1. But like I said, wage reduction doesn't really help out. Like at the start maybe, but in the end, probably not. There's only ever been a few competitions where wage reduction has helped out, and I honestly cannot remember them. Like maybe energy meta was one. That one meta, we had like 100 nukes and it was lagging the game. And then we're all making energy. Then the wages were really high. I think that one, wage reduction NFTs helped, but that was such a long time ago. Because I remember some people doing like a small portion where they were crafting and selling wool just to pay for the wages for the rest of the build to make energy. That was kind of interesting. But that's like the only situations where I see wage reduction NFTs even be helpful. I would say Town Star is like the main game I play, right? A game I'm looking forward to is it's called Expedition 33. I believe it releases on April. It's kind of like a turn-based game. It's similar to Final Fantasy, I believe. It's just like turn-based. Another game I'm looking forward to is Grand Theft Auto 6, which should be coming out by the end of the year, from what I heard, but there's not an actual official date. And just yesterday, I remembered about, what was it, about 11 and a half years ago, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, right? I remember when that came out. Like, I was still in high school, and my brother had bought the game for me, so I could play it right away when I got home. That was a lot of fun. And I had beat that game twice. Maybe it doesn't seem like that many. Maybe some people beat it a bunch of times. I don't know. Low stakes loss jet fuel way back. I remember doing Silica as well for wages. I remember that one too. Though I don't... Maybe I also sold wool for that one to pay for the wages. Who knows? That's long gone. Mello just joined the game. Welcome, Mello. Vogue, that was Jet Fuel Meta, I think, Dub, where we had to sell wool or other things for cash to pay wages. Maybe it was, yeah. Yeah, maybe I'm confusing it for that. Because I do remember the energy meta as well as the jet fuel meta. I saw that Balatro game, contender for game of the year if I remember right. Yeah, it was actually contender for game of the year, and a lot of people were shocked because I never heard of it at that point. For Game of the Year, I personally wanted Final Fantasy Rebirth to win because that's the game that I played and I really enjoyed. I heard a lot of good things about Black Myth Wukong, but I never played it. I don't intend to. It looks cool. I don't intend to play it. What were the other ones? The DLC for Elden Ring, I think? I forgot what the fifth one was. Expedition 33 looks interesting. I'm still playing Expedition Rome, so I guess I'm thinking about Roman Empire for a while. Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't play a whole lot of games. That's pretty much it. On my phone, I'll play Eternal Paradox. I guess I'll play Champions Arena, but that's not really much playing. Like, if I'm on Champions Arena, it's basically just clicking a button to battle, right? Because I pretty much set up everything I could on Champions Arena already. But yeah, some people enjoy just those type of idle games pretty much, or some people actually do try it on the arena in Champions Arena. I just let it run on auto. I feel like you know, if Mirandus ever gets to the point where it's like finished and there's an economy that works and a player base, I feel like I'll spend a lot of time playing that. I don't know whether it would be more time than Townstar. It's possible. It depends. It also depends, you know, on the financial situation, right? Because maybe it won't make sense to play it all the time, right? Might not be able to do that. But I would hope that Mirandus gets to that point where it's great. And people are playing it and there's money to be made. Yeah, I should probably say when, right? I should be more optimistic. I am optimistic about the game. I just feel like it would take a long time to get to that point. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope it takes less time than what I think it will. Which I think it'll take years. And as I've said before, the Mirandus team does a great job actually updating the game. I do believe right now, Mirandus has the best communication out of all Gala games. Believe it or not. Like, Townstar's communication used to be #1 when Farmer Michelle was still around, and they do AMAs every week or even every other week. Townstar's communication has dropped the past couple of weeks for sure. I will admit that, and I'm pretty sure you guys can agree with that too. I do hope Doug, Sunny, or even the devs do, or even Riant does a better job actually giving us info and communicating with us. But the communication from the Mirandus team has been great. They've been doing a great job answering questions, actually talking with people there, and posting updates almost every week for sure, sometimes multiple times in the same week. Eddie says they should start adding storylines to these competitions. Adding location to biomes would be nice. This week, let's go to Sahara Desert to create blank. In my opinion, I don't think as many people would care about that. That's just my opinion. I would rather them focus more time on quality of life than flavor text or story, at least right now, right? They can focus more on story way later down the line. But right now, I want to see more quality of life, updates to guild, quick placing on NFTs, a favorite bar for NFTs, fix the leaderboard, overhaul the Gala inventory, which that should be the plan. That should be what they're working on, is overhauling this. I hope they haven't stopped doing that, because they do need to overhaul this system in order for the new system to work, which is upgrading NFTs on Gala chain and spending soil and upgrade materials and all that stuff, right? All that stuff has to be done first. True, a lot of quality of life things to get before that. That's right. Jarmon says, I agree. It will take years. That sounds really promising. Yeah. I mean, they're even providing like estimations for stuff they really don't know. Like, okay. Like No Way Tiny was asking when should we expect the next update for Mirandus, and Kuro is saying most likely March, but we don't have a final date yet. We will let you know once we have certainty about it. Like, they're really not sure, but they're still providing some estimate. That sounds really good. March for the next update? Now, we don't know what the next Mirandus update will consist of. Like, I don't know if it'll have another zone or just a couple more items to craft or a couple more monsters, but it's still progress, and they're at least communicating with us how long they think it'll be before the next update comes out, which is awesome. I only played the playtest for that one day I streamed it. I never even got the first set of armor. I'll probably come back to it, but it is a playtest. Like, we don't actually keep anything right now. It's more for like just experience, like experiencing the game, the playtest. I had good impressions from that playtest. I don't really see the need to continue to play. It is fun, but I'm not gonna keep anything from it. I guess it's just a sense of accomplishment, right? As long as you have fun. I know there's people still doing the Mirandus playtest. They have multiple sets of armor. They probably maxed out their inventory with like food and energy stuff. As long as they're having fun. And one complaint I had is that the lantern, you can't use the lantern and the or a light source like a torch and a weapon or a tool at the same time, but they did already like mention that there's going to be a separate inventory slot for those, so you can use them at the same time. So that's awesome that they're already addressing that. For one of the upcoming playtests, I would like to see the ability to use horses, though I think that's still like a year away at least. Horses to allow us to actually travel faster would be cool. Even at the very least, just let the people that have horse NFTs for the time being. Because I think the idea is that horses are going to be expensive, even the non-NFT version of horses, because only the NFT owners will actually be able to breed them. But yeah, here I am talking about Mirandus. Anyways, does anybody have any questions for really Townstar, Mirandus, or anything? Because I'm probably gonna stop streaming in a couple of minutes. Looking at the production rates, 162 candlesticks per hour. That's amazing. It should settle out at 161 at most, judging by the vanilla scented candle rate, or 160 at the very least. All the other rates are good. I'm using all the bowls to make wax, overproducing wool yarn like I mentioned before. This is enough wool yarn to make I guess 485 candles, right? It's 1 wool yarn per candle, so 161.7 candlesticks, but I'm not even using them all, so yeah, there we go. 160 candlesticks planned for Valentine. Well, I'll be going on a date with my girlfriend. We're gonna be going out to eat. That's pretty much it. Eddie says, true, a lot of... Oh yeah, I already read that one. Louis says, hey Rod, what are the requirements to join your guild? Which guild are you asking for specifically? Because I do have different guilds. Are you asking for Townstar? Townstar guild? There's an Eternal Paradox guild and there's a Champions Arena guild, right? They're all separate. Maybe I'll open up some kind of Mirandus guild too. Maybe. Or at least like a crew of people, but that'll be down the line. I wanted to do that with the Walking Dead Empires, but I don't know. The Walking Dead Empires has like no updates right now. Townstar. So right now for Townstar guilds, there's not that much of a reason to be in a guild unless you're planning to borrow NFTs. Or if you actually join a guild that has people that like to communicate with each other and have fun, right? Or even share designs if they want to. Not everybody wants to share designs with each other or those designs might not help you in the first case anyways. But the requirements to join my guild, so there's multiple dub guilds in Townstar. I'll start with mine specifically, Dubs. This is a supporters only guild. Anybody that's supporting me on Patreon or YouTube can ask to join this as long as I have space. I'll be willing to let you in, right? And I usually let people borrow 1 or 2 NFTs for each competition, and it seems to help them out. The other ones are, they're numbered, Dub. Well, maybe not the first one. The first one's called Dub, actually. It's just called Dub. That's our main guild with the most competitive players. Majority of them are top 50, top 25 players. There are other guilds, Dub 2, Dub 3, Dub 4, Dub 7. That's probably like the only active ones right now. Or Dub C, which is CYF, Chang's guild. That one's active too. Right now, basically, to get into those guilds, the leader just has to invite you. That's really it. As long as they have space, you're playing the game, and the leader is willing to invite you, you can get into the Dub guild. That's how it is. I do believe Dub 7 has space, and they want people that are in top 225. I don't know exactly if Dub 3 or Dub 4 have space. There might be some people that stop playing and we can remove them from the guild. I haven't asked the guild leaders to do that. That's something I'll get to eventually, but like, if you're planning to join the guild to borrow NFTs, you're probably not going to have much luck, to be honest. Dub 2 does let people borrow NFTs, but it's on a pay to borrow basis. Dub 9 does? Okay, right. Dub 9 may also have space too, although I don't think Dub 9 is very active, but they may also have space. I didn't mention Dub 5 or 6 because... No, Dub 6 is actually kind of active too, my bad. I'm not sure if they have space though. Dub 5 might be inactive. Sorry if I'm confusing you guys. There's a bunch of different groups that should have 20 spots each, though some of them are filled. Low stake slots, 2 spots, but nothing goes on here. Yeah. Some of the Dub little guilds are quiet right now because there's no guild competitions, right? So those individual groups, some people might not find them helpful. But yeah, Jarmot says, I'm only in top 500 occasionally, have a few NFTs alone, I think. Ooh. Yeah, but only the guild leaders can own. Adding big gasoline refinery. Yeah. We'll replace the Green Forge for Epic Gas Refinery. There we go. Dub 4 is silent? Yeah, I can tell. Yeah. Quiet. I figure there's still people on there playing by the sounds of it. But the thing is, people asking to join the guild, like I said, they're expecting to borrow NFTs. More than likely, that's not going to be the case. Like the very top 2 or 3 guilds will probably let you borrow NFTs, but you probably already have the NFTs that they're willing to let you borrow because you have to be a top player. And the other guilds that don't have NFTs to borrow, they're also kind of quiet. So yeah. Once there's a guild update and it makes more sense to start creating more groups and actually making sure they have active players, I will start posting announcements and help people fill those groups up with active players who want to join the guild. Right now, I haven't been doing that. And I have thought about, like, so if somebody does want to lead a dub group and they're okay with it not being top players, like even players that occasionally get top 1200 or top 900, right? And for some reason you want to lend out NFTs, sure, let me know and I'll help you set that up. But if you're a top 900 or top 400 player, somewhere around there, right? You probably don't want to lend your NFTs out. It doesn't make sense. If I was you, I probably wouldn't lend my NFTs out because you're probably using all of them in most cases. So it's kind of hard to find a guild like that for lower ranking players that want to borrow NFTs, because the leader probably doesn't have NFTs to lend you out if they're a low ranking player. You see. So I see a lot of low ranking players trying to find a guild. It can be difficult to do so. Cohen says indeed top 225 players. Welcome Dub 7, active Discord, teamwork as invite Iron8. There you go. And yeah, some people contact me, and if you do prove that you have top 225 consistently, I will also forward you. I would recommend you to Iron8 to join Dub 7 as well. But you got to meet the requirements, because there's requirements for that one. And apologies if I'm mispronouncing names or usernames. Sometimes that happens. That's gonna be everything for the stream, though. Been running this for an hour, no problems, no stuck lumber mills. 4th place, I'm gonna start dropping 5th now. Never mind, 2nd. Going all over the place. But let's hope for top 10. We'll see where I end up at in the end. I'm really hoping like 9th or 8th with this rates. Maybe even 7th. Maybe this will be my best rate yet. My best ranking yet, but we'll see. I'm gonna leave this running for the rest of the day and then go offline. I don't think there's any issues with offline mode. Thank you all for being here and hanging out. I wish you the best of luck during the rest of the competition. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye, Juxies. Rachel says thanks, Dub. Thank you, Rachel, for being here. Best of luck. Bye-bye, everyone.